Welcome to the Service Industry Podcast. I've spent the last decade as a CEO, operator, and business builder selling tens of millions of dollars in products and services. I, just like many of you, started with nothing. My mission for this podcast is to help you become the greatest version of yourself, help you grow and scale your business, and create the life you've always dreamed of. I'm your host, Matt Smith. Enjoy the episode. What is going on, everybody? Matt here from the Service Industry Podcast. Hope everybody's doing well. I got a quick one today, and I think it's going to be a message you've heard me say before, but I've recently debunked the myth if anybody thought it wasn't true. And I want to talk about it today because if you can figure out how to do this one thing in business, you will win. It's a guarantee. It's not an if. It's not a might. It's a guarantee. If you do the one thing I'm going to talk about today, you will beat almost every single competitor in your town. Okay, before we dive in, got a little housekeeping to do. As always, you guys know I own ServiceIndustryCoach.com. And if you guys hate that I shout this out, I'm sorry, but I do the podcast for free. So a lot of you guys find out about our marketing company, ServiceIndustryCoach.com, from the podcast, and we've helped hundreds of home service businesses all over the country with print marketing, literally any kind of print you can think of, door hangers, direct mail, business cards, estimate sheets, NCR forms, all of it. We can help you. We have proven templates, proven offers that will work for your business. We do Google AdWords. We do branding, logo design. We are a one-stop shop for home service businesses when it comes to marketing. So if you own a home service company and you want to start doing marketing that works, you need to reach out. The link is in the show notes. Also, if you haven't joined the free Facebook group, the link, as always, is also in the show notes. 100% free, no strings attached, not selling you anything in there, just a bunch of really good people, hundreds of business owners who are trying to do the thing, trying to grow the dang thing. So go join that, be a part of the tribe. All right. Let's dive in. So a lot of you guys, well, some of you guys at least, know that right now I am in the middle of running a 30-day challenge, and we are, what's the date today? The 10th. As I'm recording this, we're 10 days in. And we're having fun, dude. It was super cheap, $99, and basically the idea behind this 30-day challenge was that every single day I was going to put out a challenge in a private Facebook community that these people are a part of, and they are going to do the challenge every single day, and every day is typically something that would maybe put them a little bit out of their comfort zone, but sometimes not. Sometimes they're easy days and sometimes they're harder days. And so, as of recent, we've been stepping it up a little bit. We've been doing cold outreach on certain days and walking into businesses and introducing ourselves and getting past the gatekeeper, doing follow-up calls for estimates that haven't closed in a specific way, and doing some physical activity stuff as well. And so it's been really good. And honestly, this is all stuff that I do in my own personal life. And so I'm just kind of already adding what I'm already doing into our daily challenges, and people are doing it along with me. And so that's good. And it's fun, and we're having a good time. But the reason I'm making this episode is because you guys have heard me talk about this a lot, but I was blown away. Okay. And by the way, before I go any further, I want to be very clear, because I'm sure some of the people who I'm talking about right now are probably listening to this episode, and that's okay. This might offend them. That's okay as well. I'm not here to be everybody's friend. I'm here to help people grow. If that offends you, I might not be a good fit for you. That's okay. That's more on you than it is on me. My goal for this podcast, my goal for my coaching and marketing business is not to have everybody like me. It's to have everybody that I work with become better, because that is the best thing I can do for people. So I want to pre-frame that, because there might be some people that get offended by this. But when we started our 30-day challenge, first day was good. Second day, okay? And I want to make sure you guys heard me clear. The second day, as in day one, and then day two, over half of the people quit already by day two. Over half. Half of the people didn't do the second day's challenge, okay? And then third day, fourth day, fifth day, The people that didn't do it, they popped in and out here and there. And now by day 10, they're gone. Haven't heard anything from them. Haven't seen them post. Don't know if they did do it. If they didn't do it, they probably didn't because they're supposed to post if they did. And the reality is it was a massive wake-up call to me. You guys have heard me talk a lot about execution and how so many people are struggling today because they simply don't execute on the knowledge they have, right? And although you hear me talk about it a lot, and although I see it like in my one-on-one coaching sessions, you guys know I do a lot of one-on-one coaching. When I'm coaching somebody one-on-one, like if too many weeks in a row they just simply don't do what they're told, I won't coach them anymore because like I don't have any desire to hop on calls to hang out with people just to hang out with them. I'm hopping on calls because I want to work with people who want to do big things. And so if they're not aligned with that, that's okay. We're just not a good fit. But even more so than just one-on-one coaching calls, I was blown away how many people stopped by day 2. And the biggest reason I think I was blown away was because the daily challenges are such a low commitment level. They take 15 minutes or less. Honestly, most of them take 5 minutes out of your day, 10 at the most. And over half of the people quit. And so now we've got our tried and true handful of guys in there that are doing their daily stuff. And you'll be shocked. You're going to be amazed by this, I know. But the guys that are doing the stuff every day, don't be careful. Don't be surprised. They're all getting results. Okay, let me give you some examples. We had a challenge the other day where you had to walk into one business, you guys, out and about throughout the day. I want you to walk into one business, introduce yourself, give out a business card, see if you can't figure out who the decision maker is, and that's it. Well, one guy in the group walks into an apartment complex, and what do you know? They go, hey, while you're here, you want to quote 10 apartment buildings for us? Okay, now will he get that? I don't know. But guess what? He walked into one door and was able to give a quote for 10 buildings. That's a pretty massive result, right? We have another guy in the group who's actually overseas. He's not even in the United States, and he's in a completely different industry. And he said he's landed like 3 to 5 jobs this week. And in his industry, that's unheard of. Okay. And they were all because of the action he took in the challenges. And you're just like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to tell people this. I don't know how to beat this into people's heads other than if you aren't willing to do the work, you're going to lose. You know, people sit on the sidelines and they complain, oh, I don't know why business is so slow. Well, it's because you don't do what you say you're supposed to do. I don't know why my employees suck. It's because you suck. Dude, you can't follow through on 2 days worth of anything. So of course your employees suck because you're a sucky leader. Dude, because a good leader does the things he or she says that they are going to do. Right? Oh, everything's so expensive now. Like they just bitch and moan, and it's everybody else's fault except theirs. They are the victims of why things are the way they are. But then I do this 30-day challenge, which by the way is such a low commitment level that my 7-year-old daughter could do it with me, okay? And probably do it without me. And over half the people quit by day 2. They don't even do the second day, you guys. It's a 30-day challenge, and they made it through one day. It's laughable. It's laughable. And then I'll go see them post in the Facebook group or in other Facebook groups or talking to other people on Facebook about business like they're doing stuff. They're not doing anything. Now, let me take that back. They are doing something. They're talking. They're good at talking. They love talking about things. And those are the types of people you got to run from. The people who love to talk and have zero action are the types of people 10 years from now that are going to be stuck exactly where they're at today. And they're going to say, it's too hard to hire people. It's too expensive to run a business. Their marketing isn't working like it used to. Business is slow. The economy sucks. We don't have the right president. Whatever the case is, they're going to make up a million excuses. But then you'll still see them all over the internet talking and talking and talking because that is all they're good at. You want to know why most people are talkers? because executing is hard. Being consistent is hard. Consistency is a muscle. In order to be consistent at anything in life, you must build the muscle of consistency. And if you don't have a strong consistency muscle, you will lack execution. And by the way, those who do not execute but tell themselves they are going to do things and then never follow through are those of little confidence, because it is impossible to be confident in yourself when you don't even believe the things that you tell yourself you're going to do. And those who have no confidence will never win in business, because you must be confident in yourself, in what you're doing, in your business, and in the plan if you want it to work. Okay, so I'm just here to tell you, the people I see winning, the people I see getting results, shocker, they're doing the things they say they're going to do. I don't know how many more times I can have this conversation. And honestly, if I'm being very honest, this has made me rethink my entire coaching programs, because sometimes I go, is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Because majority of people, not all, and in fact, everyone I'm working with one-on-one right now, they're killers. And it's fun. It's so fun. It's so fun watching them win and grow and do things that make them uncomfortable and get big wins in their business. It's fun. But man, I'll tell you what, I just have no desire hanging around talkers. And I want you to ask yourself right now and be real with yourself. Am I a talker or am I a doer? Okay, there was a time when I was a talker. You guys have probably heard me. I haven't talked about this in a while, but I used to talk about it a lot on the podcast. Way back in the early days of my exterior cleaning business. This is going on a decade ago, you guys. Probably over a decade now. I was really good at talking the talk. I knew the business lingo. I could give business advice on the internet. I could respond to people's Facebook posts and sound smart. And one day, I literally stood in my bathroom and I looked myself in the mirror and I said, you are full of crap. You're a fraud. You're an effing fraud. Why? Because all you do is talk and you don't execute. And in that moment, I made the hard decision that I was done talking and I was all in on execution. And for the next 5 years, I shut my effing mouth, I put my head down, and I did what needed to be done. And would you know it, when I started doing that, the business started to grow. But most people aren't honest enough with themselves to have that conversation and make that decision and go all in. They would rather stay small, stay broke, stay victims, and keep talking. And so I say all this, not to put anybody down, but to tell you, if you want to win, it has never been easier, because it's also never been easier to do nothing. We have so many distractions in our life. It has never been easier to do nothing. And so if you want to win, doing the basic thing, which is execution, will put you ahead of 95% of your competitors. It doesn't matter if they see what you're doing. It doesn't matter if they know what you're doing. It doesn't matter if they know the exact game plan of what you're doing. They will not do it. How do I know? Because over half of the people knew what to do. It was less than a 10-minute commitment, and they failed after day one. So the things that you're doing consistently in your business that suck, that aren't easy, that are a grind, that are tiring, that you don't look forward to, your competition can know about all of it. They can know all of it. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because they won't do any of it. It has never been easier to win than it is right now. Simple, consistent execution is the answer. That's it. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're dead broke. If you come to me and say, I will do the things you tell me to do day in and day out, every single day for as long as I have to, I will guarantee that you will win. You will catch up to those who have been ahead of you, been in business for 20 years and have slowly grown year after year by 1, 2, 5%. You will catch those people fast. because the days of doing nothing and winning are over. Because there's people like me and like some of you out there who are willing to put in the work, and we are going to eat you alive. Period. If I am in your market, if I'm physically in your market building a business, you better get to effing work, because I'm going to be on your toes fast. Because I will do the things I say I am going to do, and I will be relentless until I get the result I am looking for. That is the mentality you must have if you want to win in business in 2025. But if you can't make it past one day of going to the gym or one day of a 30-day challenge, you are going to get smashed. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to tell the truth. All these business gurus on the internet, they want to show you their Lamborghinis and their yachts, and make it sound so easy and so sexy. It's not. Okay? It's not. Most of those people are broke, by the way. Most of that stuff is rented. It's not easy. It's hard. Being consistent is hard. And that's why most people never build anything significant. And here's the other thing I want you to realize. Maybe you got lucky. Maybe you got lucky and you do have $1 million business, a $5 million business, a $10 million business. If you take your foot off the gas, somebody's coming for you. Okay? You may have gotten to that point, but you will not stay at that point, because somebody is wanting your position, and somebody is hungrier than you are. And the guy who's the hungriest wins. And it might not happen overnight. It might not happen next year, but it will happen. And when it does, it will be too late for you to catch up, because they will have so much momentum, and they will be the ones dominating your market. And you're going to go, how did that happen? What just happened? And what happened was you got lazy, you got complacent, and you stopped doing the things that got you to where you were in the first place. So I'm going to leave that one right there. Okay? Happy Friday. I don't like to see people lose, but I don't feel bad for people who don't try. Okay? I don't care how bad you suck at the thing you're trying to do. If you're doing it, if you're trying, dude, I'm getting you there. I'm helping you build the skill. Okay? The skill's the easy part, you guys. It's the consistency. It's the doing, good or bad. That's the hard part. That's why majority of America's fat and overweight, because eating clean and going to the gym every day is hard. Being consistent's hard. Being disciplined's hard, because it's never been easier to do nothing than it is right now. Be a doer. Take time out of the equation. Some of you guys are sitting on decisions right now that you want to make in your business, and you've been thinking about them for months. Some of you guys can't even make a decision to spend $200 or $300 on door hangers or business cards or postcards. And you've been thinking about it for months, maybe years, and you don't pull the trigger. Why? Because you're paralyzed by fear, because you're not an executor. And the real reason a lot of you don't do it is because you know if you were to spend your money and buy 2,500 door hangers, you wouldn't actually put them out. That's the real reason. It's not because the money. It's not because you're scared of spending it, because you know if you put them out, you would make money, but you just know you won't put them out. That's the cold, hard truth. And so I don't mean to be a doom and gloom Friday kind of guy, but I do mean to be a truth teller. And this is just the cold, hard truth. If you want to win in 2025, all you got to do is execute. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. As always, if you need any help marketing your business or want to work with me directly doing one-on-one coaching, visit serviceindustrycoach.com. We'll see you on the next episode.